welcome back to my channel. It's me, Sabrina, and I wanted to thank anyone that is new, welcome, and anyone who is returning, thank you so much for your continued support. Seriously, I just got a notification from YouTube in my email that I surpassed 100 subscribers, so I really wanted to thank you guys for watching my videos and leaving feedback and the comments. I really do appreciate it. I really do. So if you really do want to see more content, you can always press the subscribe button, and right next to on the right is a little bell button, and that will give you notifications every time that I post a video. I'm gonna back up and explain to you where I'm at right now currently, and where I went for surgery, who my doctor was, and all that good stuff. So I got a Brazilian butt lift with liposuction 360. The liposuction 360 is all around the body, so that would be the stomach, the back, the flanks, the waist, all that good stuff. And they take your fat out, they purify it, and they re-inject it into your butt. That is what I got. And I went to Mia Aesthetics in Miami. They have like 3 locations, but I'm right here in Fort Lauderdale, so that was a lot more easier for me to go to. So I went to the one in Miami. My doctor was Dr. Gray, wonderful doctor. I loved him. He was so sweet when I met him. And my height and weight is my height is 5 feet and my weight was 165, and it still is at this time. Now that I'm 7 weeks post-op and 1 day, I am still 165 pounds, which I think is great. So a lot of the fat lasted and some of it didn't stay, and that's okay. That's normal for anyone who is getting a BBL. The immediate results after your surgery is not what you're going to be looking like moving forward. Your swelling ends up going down. You might think your butt got smaller, which it did. It did get smaller, but it's not going to look exactly like when you get immediately after surgery. I think I heard that the Fluff Fairy is coming soon, so I'm very excited. So I got 1,200 cc's in each cheek. I know for sure that the doctors do put a lot more fat in the butt, so that way a lot of the fat can leave, so it's good to overfill it so that way you can get better results. I did go to the Seoul location as well. For anyone that is watching this and they're going to Mia Aesthetics and you're going to be getting slayed by Gray, you did a great choice. He's located at the Seoul location because he works in the main location, then he works at the Seoul location. So that's where I had went. It was a solid 20 minutes away though from my recovery house, which was Ebenezer recovery house. So you have to be very careful with that because the longer the ride, the more pain you're going to be in outside of your BBL. So again, I went to the Ebenezer recovery house. I stayed in house number 2, and Wanda, Yaya, and Isabel were the staff there. And of course, Abuela, she was the one that cooked all the food. So that is where I stayed. Back to pain. So I've had a lot of questions about BBL pain, and yes, there is plenty of BBL pain. All right, guys, so this portion in the video is me just explaining my pain during the BBL. And I have to say, well, actually not during the BBL, but after the BBL. So post-BBL, I was in a lot of pain. It was past a 10 plus on a scale of 1 to 10, simply because I woke up with trembling pain and the first 6 hours were hell. But I will say this, as long as you are staying hydrated, you're eating, you're walking around as much as you can to get that blood flow going, it gets better. It really does. I'm not trying to scare anybody when I say that the pain is past a 10 plus. It's only for the first couple hours. And again, for me, I'm extra and dramatic. So whenever there's any inconvenience in my life, I am extra. So please still get your BBL. Address today to kind of the ugly truth about BBL though. So of course we know, and I just covered the fact that it does hurt. There is a certain stuff that your surgeon isn't going to tell you. There's a lot of itchiness that happens from the healing that your body's going through. It's a lot of itchiness that's happening in your stomach, a lot of itchiness in your back and on your butt. It is freaking itchy because your body is literally healing from the traumatic surgery it just went through. So you have to understand that. Now again, Arnicare gel. This is my best friend. Okay, this is still the second bottle that I had in my previous video because I've been really making it work. And I really don't need it that much anymore anyways, actually. So I use this on all of my itchy areas, and it was wonderful. It literally helped me with my back, my stomach, my butt, and eventually the itching went away, and eventually all the swelling went down. So that's one ugly truth about surgery, is that you're going to be itchy and you're going to be very uncomfortable. You're going to feel tense and tight, but your body ends up healing itself as especially if you're staying hydrated and you're resting and you're moving around and you're walking around. Do not think that you can heal by laying in bed. That is unfortunately not how this works. Okay, guys, let's talk about general anesthesia. I feel like this is an important topic to talk about because a lot of people like myself did not really get general anesthesia before. The general anesthesia it can be scary, I guess, because some people, they may not wake up. Now, don't go into your surgery thinking that you're not going to wake up. 9 times out of 10, you're going to wake up from your surgery. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people are scared, and I understand that. I really do get that. But let me just say this. I was scared too. I went in there. The general anesthesiologist was very nice. She was walking me through the steps of what she was doing. I woke up, and that was it. I forgot that I even had a BBL. So the general anesthesia is very strong, but you're not going to feel any pain during your surgery because of the general anesthesia. And to be honest with you, like, as long as you're being honest when you are talking about pre-existing conditions or anything, they are asking on these consultations questions about that. You have to be honest, and you have to say if you've had any problems with anesthesia or if anyone in the past in your family has had problems with anesthesia. You have to be upfront and you have to be honest, because you do not want to be one of these women or men who get these BBLs done and they don't wake up, or they're brain dead, or this, that, and the third. You do not want to be that. You do not want to be a statistic. So with that being said, it's very important to know that you're most likely, more than likely, as long as you're being honest on the virtual consultation and all that other stuff, then you are fine. You are going to be fine. I promise you. Want to get your body done, it's going to be risky. It's going to be risky even or after you get surgery. There's risks that you take while getting plastic surgery. So just be mindful, be smart, and make sure that you're honest. Don't worry. Everything's going to be okay. If I did it, I promise you, I'm a worry and I'm scared like all the time. You can do it too, okay? There is massages that you get after your surgery, and that is very, very painful. Very painful. Massages hurt really bad after surgery because your body is so sensitive. You have a lot of swelling going on your stomach, a lot of swelling going on your back. There's a lot of fluid that happened while you're in surgery. So there's a lot of fluid buildup. And it's still very normal to have fluid buildup even now for myself at 7 weeks and 1 day post-op. I still have some swelling that's actually in my back that I found out from when I went to go get my faja adjusted at Pretty Girl Curve the other day. So it's very normal. I did get my faja readjusted. I feel so freaking sexy. I feel so beautiful and just so much more confident. It's a lot more tighter than before. You do notice that your body, it tends to really adjust to these fajas. A little bumpy that's on my butt, which is not as visible anymore. It's not bruised anymore. There's no pain involving it, but it's something that did happen. So now that we're talking about the bump, I did email post-op. I emailed them because I got a little bit nervous. I was like, well, maybe I should take this a little bit more seriously, because I thought, oh, should I be scared? Should I be worried? There's a bump that's literally protruding out of my butt, and I just had a Brazilian butt lift. So like, what if it's an infection? Communication with Mia, it really through email is like the best way to get a faster response. I will say that. They did tell me at first that it could have been an infection if I had fever along with the bump and the chills and like at night, and if I was like really red and like warm to the touch, and it like gets warm and then it goes back away. So I'm glad I didn't have those symptoms. If anyone does have those symptoms, and let's say that you're watching this video and you've had a BBL before and you all of a sudden have that little bump like what I have, it really depends on what is accompanying, like what symptoms are accompanying you having this bump on your butt. But for me personally, I did not have any symptoms like that. It might be an oil cyst, which is basically a fluid build. I'm able to actually see Dr. Gray. So anyone who has gone to Mia Aesthetics or is going to Mia Aesthetics, you actually get free follow-up visits. So if you're in the state, that's helpful. If not, you might want to go see your doctor if you have any issues. But for me and my situation, I'm blessed to say that I get free follow-up visits for the year to go see Dr. Gray. They booked that appointment so fast, and they did tell me that for free, they're able to, drain it. I'm going to give you guys a 360 of what my body looks like. Please give me some feedback. Tell me what my butt looks like. Do I look good? I mean, I know they do, but I really want to hear what y'all have to say. So here we go. The waist. Okay. Then, let me show you guys the booty. Doesn't it look so big? Oh my God. I can't. I really can't. I love it. So I wanted to break down the cost of my surgery. I did say in previous videos that it was $10,000, but let me just clarify what that means. I had $10,000 saved up and I was able to go get this BBL. I figured that $10,000 was going to give me plenty of leeway to spend money on the actual BBL itself, which was $4,500 to $5,000. I don't really remember. I just know it was in the $4,000 to $5,000 range. So that was the amount. I got my, I booked my surgery and my deposit in February, but my surgery was, the date was actually in April 30th, 4 days after my birthday. Now with COVID happening, I got pushed all the way back to June 27th. Mia did not charge me a rescheduling fee and I still was entitled to my 10% off for booking through March Madness and the 10% off for cash price. So meaning I paid my surgery in cash. So I got 10% off for that alone and then 10% off for booking my surgery during March Madness. So that's what happened for me. I had my surgery done back in April 30th and that didn't work out, which is fine because I don't think I was mentally ready anyways. So with that being said, my BBL in itself was about $4,500, $5,000. I got free accessories. So that means I was able to get my foams and my board, my BBL pillow, and my compression socks all for, well, not really for free, but it was included in the March Madness thing. So I got 10% off for that, 10% off for doing cash only, and then I got also free accessories because I booked during the March Madness. So then I paid for the recovery house, which I think was at the time like $1,500. Their prices changed, so like whatever I paid for may not be exactly what you're paying for now, and they always get like new doctors every couple of months. So for Dr. Gray, this is what I can explain. And there was like massages too that I had to pay for. Overall, being out of state, because again, if you watched the videos previously, I was an out of state patient. I booked all this back in Wisconsin. And the reason why I moved out here was for grad school. So I was already on my way here, but I decided to get here early. So I paid for a plane ticket. I paid to upgrade on the way there to first class. That way I had more room. I actually paid for my dog to have to be watched. I paid for transportation to and from the airport. Your medicine isn't paid for. That's all out of pocket. You have to pay for massages up until, I mean, you really should be getting massages still. I'm going to be getting massages 2 times a week very soon now that I feel comfortable having someone touch all the liposuction areas, and I don't think it's going to hurt as bad. With that being said, you know, you pay for all this stuff before your surgery, but after surgery, it's basically up to a year that you're going to be paying for massages. You're going to be paying for fajas. Like my faja was like $130 at Pretty Girl Curve. It was a lot of money, you know what I mean? But it does the job. It really does. So you're paying for a lot of things that are out of pocket that aren't included in the plastic surgery, paperwork that they give you. So I told myself $10,000 should be more than enough to give me plenty of leeway to use for this entire journey. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of factors that are involved. There is a lot of factors that are involved. So that's why I chose to say that it was $10,000. There was 2 videos that I'm going to show you guys after this. It's going to be me giving you 2 visuals of me sitting down and of me and how I sleep. I also added a video of me going to the beach. In this video, I am showing you guys how I sit down on my BBL pillow. In this instance, I am a passenger in someone's car. However, this is how I sit no matter where I'm at, whether it's a restaurant, driving, or sitting in someone's car, or even at the nail salon. With the BBL pillow, I sit on the upper part of my thighs, which, yes, is near my butt cheeks. However, my butt cheeks hang off of my BBL pillow and nothing touches it. The mistake in this video is that the boppy pillow, the small blue pillow, is touching my butt, but I didn't show you guys that I moved it to my back for extra support, comfort, and for my back to be straight. Also, my faja was being adjusted at this time, so the only way to compress was to use my waist trainer. All right, guys. And then in this video here, I actually had 2 special guests. They were making so much noise while I was making this video. So my dog Bailey there, he's been dying to get on the camera. So he wanted to try to help show you guys how I sleep. And then that's Gucci trying his very best to get up on top of that little thing there to get to the bed because he's like really, really small. He's only like 4.5 months. So purpose of this video is to show you guys a visual of how I sleep. The 2 white pillows there is where I lay both of my legs down when I sleep for extra support, and so that way I can be comfortable. And then the pillow up against the headboard where I have my hand right there is where I place my face when I sleep. I decided to put those extra cushions there just for, for me to be comfortable. I don't plan on switching up on the stomach position at all while I sleep. Hey guys, so in this video, I actually had a lot to drink, so I was doing nothing but rambling. But essentially what I was talking about was within 6 to 8 weeks, we're able to go to the beach, according to Mia Aesthetics post-op department on that white sheet. As long as you use SPF 50 or greater, it helps with your skin overall and the scarring. Now, I was getting my faja adjusted at this time, and I did go to Pretty Girl Curve, and it turns out I actually had a lot of swelling and fluid still in my back. So they did adjust it to the point where it put a lot of that down. But in the next portion of the video, you'll see me do a 360 turnaround of me showing you guys my bump that I have in my left cheek, which is gone now. And also too, you can see some of the rolls in the back where the fluid and the swelling still was. Thank you so much for all the people who have watched and who are continue watching. Don't forget to press the notification bell. Stay tuned. And I hope I was of help. I hope that I could have made someone smile today, made someone laugh. And I hope that if you're going through it right now with your body hurting, trust me, it gets better in due time. I promise you it does. Keep that positive attitude. Trust the process. And I will see you guys soon. Bye.